Oh, mic is on. Oop. I guess I start because the mic is on. Because I am a fool. That's so bright. That's really annoying. That's okay. Hello! Indeed, you are the first. Welcome in, Dark. Wow, that doesn't look that cute right there. That's okay. How about your holidays? I feel like the mic is really picking up mouth noises real smooth like for some reason today. Ultimate anabolic anti-kurisu in the house. It's me. Holidays was a lot. Holidays is usually a lot. Especially when you're not really a people person per se. Too much fam, too little privacy. Yeah. Luckily, my family only came over for a few hours and then they all fucked off. So, yeah, I kind of be like that. Ooh, I'm quite sore. Also, Dark, I need to message you sometime and get your address again because I found a package that I meant to send to you that I completely forgot about that has all those Persona figures that I wanted to give you. What's up, Georgie? No, I'm not, Kevin. I don't even know who that is. Happy New Year, Georgie. How are you doing? Yeah, I will message you at some point. I don't think I can do it this week, but maybe next week I can go to the post office. I'm getting lasers on my face again tomorrow. I know, I totally forgot about it too. I was like cleaning out one of my closets and I was like, what is this tiny box? And it had the figures in it and I was like, holy shit, it's been 5 million years and I totally forgot to send this. What's up, Carlos? You liked my post? Thank you. Looking super pretty today, top tier makeup. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty cute today. Well, I mean, I'm feeling pretty cute on camera. IRL, I'm looking super crusty. This dry season is no good for my skin, but thank you. My chest is super sore today. Was not working out very hard in December. Very little workouts. I think I checked and I only worked out, 11 days in December, which is quite low for me. I mean, I typically at least try to do like 4 or 5 days a week, which would be like, you know, 12 to 20 days a week, a month. So, but that's okay. I'm back at it. But yeah, a little bit sore, extra sore. Puts the lotion in the basket. Puts the lotions on the skin. Or it gets the hose. I need both the lotion and the hose because I'm dry as fuck. Another Thursday, another stream. What's up, Corsair? I am doing pretty well. I hope you're doing well. Finally got some money saved up. Bought a PS5 literally just when it gets sent. Get a freaking snowstorm because the wind is blowing. The Siberian cold down to mainland Europe. Yeah. Joey bought a PS5 off of an acquaintance that didn't want it anymore, but he hasn't even set it up. I think he only got it for Final Fantasy stuff. What's up, Mr. Oddity? And the game hasn't come out yet, so. 6 inches of snow overnight. Damn, bruh. I only got a tiny bit of snow all year so far. But I feel like Maryland usually gets snow in like February. How's the volume of the music? I hope it's okay. I remembered to put the workout in the description, but that being said, I think I've kind of like come to the conclusion that we don't always have a very good workout on Thursdays because we're chatting and whatever. So like, that is the workout that I'm aiming for, and if it doesn't happen, that's totally okay. Rather just spend the time hanging out with you guys, and then if I need to make up the workout, I'll just do it tomorrow or whenever. Honestly, I'm feeling like I only did 2 workouts in a row, but I'm feeling a little fatigued, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to just like kind of be more chill today. You rarely get snow in Delaware? Is that what DE is? What's up, Urban Prince? Well, I guess Delaware is closer to the ocean, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm back on my fitness. I kind of fell off in December, but I'm back on it, so. I'm back to tracking. I'm in a cut now. I'm gonna try to work out more regularly, and the stepper I ordered that Ariel recommended is going to come in today, and I'm gonna be trying to do that a few times a week. Cut is going quicker than anticipated, hoping that's a good sign you actually put on some muscle during the bulk and your TDEE increase cutting at the same calories you're used to. Yeah, honestly, I mean, that sounds like what it probably is. Which is, I mean, exactly what you want to happen. I mean, and you'll also be able to tell, I think, when you do cut down a little bit, like just from looks, you'll be able to tell body composition wise. You're in the valley and you don't get much snow. Interesting. Yeah. I also brought all my journals down here because I'm planning to, I do plan to do stuff for YouTube besides just going live. So I'm deciding, what's up, Radical Dreamer? It's good to see you. I'm deciding to get out of my own way. 2024 is the year I get out of my own way. And I'm just gonna fucking do it down here. Because I kept thinking to myself, oh, well, I don't want to move all my cameras, and I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do my journal video in the gym. I'm going to do like an intro with this camera, and then I'll put something on the floor, and I'll just like do the top down on the floor. So I don't know if any of you all care to hear about my journals, but yeah, that's why I brought them down here. But I mean, yeah, if you don't want to hear about it live, I'll make a video about it. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm particularly more comfortable down here or anything. It's just easier, you know? I could tell that I was making excuses to be like, oh, well, all my equipment and the good mic and this and that. And I was like, you know what? Stop. That's it. We're done. We're just going to do it in the gym. So that's going to be a thing that happens. I do think I have kind of an interesting planner system. All things considered, like I watch a lot of planner videos, and my YouTube channel, my own YouTube channel, is not at all about planning, but I think my system is interesting, so I think it would be good to make a video. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna film the intro like right after I'm done with the stream. So I'll probably do the intro after stream because I have makeup on. And then I'll do the top-down view some other time. It's like, why not just do it with the fucking gym clothes on? Like I said, I'm getting out of my own way, and I'm just enabling myself to do things easier, I guess, so that I actually do the thing. Yeah, I've had to make some other changes around, I would say, in my own life. So, you know, I only stream once a week now. And I think this is not me blaming Joey. I don't want to blame Joey. I'm not trying to like use Joey as an excuse, but I knoweth myself. And the later in the day it is, the harder it is. Hey, Anna, how are you? The harder it is for me to do my workouts. What's up, Sword Art? It's nice to see you stream. Are you still streaming on Twitch, YouTube? YouTube is my new home for live streams. I'm no longer on Twitch as a streamer. I still will visit my friends that stream on Twitch, but I'm no longer streaming on Twitch. Do you think my triceps got bigger? I think my arms just got fatter. I'll be honest with you. Or maybe they're swollen because I'm sore. Because I was not trying to go too hard. I'm not sure why you think that I'm kind of condescending, but I mean, if you don't like me or my content, you can just leave. I don't know what else to say to that. But yeah, if you want me to go into why I don't stream on Twitch anymore, I'm happy to just like really quickly go over that. But yeah, I'm basically conducting most of my live streaming business on YouTube now. Yo, what's up, Zezel? You feel yourself regaining my arm gains after the breaking, though you still get more sore where the break was. I think it will take, so, I mean, I will say, like, when I had my hernia surgery, the doctor told me that, you know, you can start working out after 2 weeks. And just because I can start working out after 2 weeks doesn't mean that I'm, like, 100% fully healed. So it could be a case where like you're doing stuff, you're able to do stuff, your doctor is encouraging you to do stuff, but you might not be 100% fully healed, and it could take longer for you to like feel completely like your old self again. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it could be psychological. But yeah, it honestly could just be that you're not as fully healed as you think you are. I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something else and I completely forgot. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand people wanting to lurk and not wanting to talk or being worried about asking something, but generally speaking, I like to think that I'm a pretty like open sort of person. If there's a question that makes me uncomfortable, or maybe a question that I don't feel like I have expertise in answering, I would probably just tell you, you know? Driving and listening, okay, be safe, please. So yeah, like I would tell anybody, like if you have a question, as long as it's not meant to be offensive, I try really hard not to get offended for no reason. And, you know, if I just like don't feel comfortable answering something, I will just say so, and then we can like move on from that. You listen more than anything, you be working during the streams. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I mean, obviously you're in the same time zone area as I am, and a lot of people are still at work. I do have an office job that's 8 hours, but I just happen to get off. I go in earlier and I come home earlier. I'm the least condescending person you've ever met on the fitness webs. I honestly think that person was probably a troll. So thank you for saying that, Cool Runnings. I would also say that to like Uno reverse it, you are also one of the least condescending people on the interwebs that I've ever met. So yeah, I respect it, and I say thank you, sir. Yeah, I tend to have issues with people on YouTube. We've had trolls in the stream before. I mean, anytime you live stream, you're probably liable to have some sort of a troll. But yeah, I get a lot of like unkind comments on my stuff. on YouTube for whatever reason. Honestly, much more so than anywhere else. It's kind of interesting. You don't think I'm condescending either. Well, thank you for saying that, Urban Prince. I try not to be. And I don't think that I'm perfect. And I find myself a lot of times reflecting on stuff that I have said and how I could have responded better to a situation. But I am trying my best, is what I would say. Keep it real and are very supportive. Thank you for saying that, Corsair. I mean, I try to be. I will also say, I forgot what I was gonna say. YouTube views are wilder, just like TikTok live views. They can be horrible too. Yeah, I've never tried to stream on TikTok. So I'm not sure what it would be like, but yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. Twitter for me is like pretty okay. I do get some very like weird and vulgar comments sometimes on Twitter, but usually they're not straight up trolls. And the same on Instagram. I usually don't have like straight up trolls, unlike on like YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to think about it. You learn that you'll get trolls no matter what, so you just don't give a fuck. I mean, you really shouldn't give a fuck about the opinion of trolls because they really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I feel like my mind is just like not with it today. I keep immediately forgetting what I was gonna say, but that's okay. Honestly, I also feel like Reddit has, I say this a lot actually, Reddit has a bad reputation, but most of the comments I get on Reddit are not particularly trolly. Some of them might be a little vulgar, which I will say is understandable considering the type of content that I post. But like usually it's not just like straight up mean. How dare I be a woman on the internet? Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't really mind the vulgar comments because sometimes it can be educational or sometimes it can lead. I mean, basically, I'm posting sexy content on Reddit to try to get people to go to my paid platforms. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. That's the kind of content I post. That's the kind of comments I expect. It's, you know, it's fine. My Reddit is so good. I have not been posting on Reddit very much lately, I'll be honest. But I'm not really a New Year's resolution sort of person. But I wrote myself, where did I put it? In this planner, I wrote myself a few goals for January, specifically, not for all year round, but just for January. And I said, I want to get back, I don't even think you can see it. I want to get back into working out consistently for reals. I said I was going to try to get back into working out in December and I didn't do it for reals. But now, January, I'm doing it for reals. You come in and there's trolls. I think we had a troll earlier, but I think they probably also fucked off because I'm not particularly trollable. And then my second goal is to track my food intake again. I'm going back on a cut January to March. It's just, that's just what works out for my my fitness journey right now. January is an arbitrary date to start a fitness journey or to get back into it. And just happens to work out well for me. What's up, Core Man? So I did start tracking my food. I think I talked about this last week. No more YOLO eating, yeah. But I'll be honest, I hit a breaking point, like literally days before I was going to like, start tracking anyways. I hit a breaking point where I was just like, I need to like I'm starting to feel sick from the amount of food I'm eating and the type of food I'm eating. So I'm feeling honestly like much better now that I'm tracking again. And I'm not super low calorie either. I am just down to 1800. No, I mean, well, the thing is, I do not have a Patreon, no. If you want to support me on a paid platform, I have OnlyFans and I have Fansly. There's no pressure. I know some people don't want to use those platforms, but those are my only paid platforms. You have a goal to be good to, what does that mean? Well, I mean, listen, okay, look, Georgie, don't come for me because it's part of my plan. From January to March, I'm going to be in a calorie deficit and I'm going to try to lose some body fat. In March and April, I'm going to be bringing my calories back up and trying to maintain my weight as best as possible so that in May, when I go to Japan, I don't like shock my system by eating whatever the fuck. But I mean, you know, I know, everybody knows I'm gonna get whatever the fuck I want when I'm in Japan. I don't know if that counts, Mr. Oddity. I don't think that's a very good D's Nuts joke. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. So yeah, for January, I'm gonna try 1800 calories. February, maybe 17, and then January, February, March, January, February, March, April, March, January, February. Anyways, it's fine. I feel more comfortable. Right now, I'm around 160 pounds. Right now, this is me, 160 pounds. I mean, I still have, if I flex hard enough, I still have like maybe 2 visible abs, but I don't feel super comfortable in my own body right now. At my lowest, I get down to around 140 pounds, so like 20 pounds off of this, which is very lean for me. And although I like the look, I don't necessarily think that it's super sustainable. I think 145 to 150 is probably like my sweet spot. Oh yeah, my other goals, my next goal is to get back to consistently posting on social media. Basically all of January, I barely posted on anything other than OnlyFans and Fansly. I mean, I have an obligation to my subscribers to consistently post on those platforms, but besides that, I was not really doing much posting everywhere else. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm not trying to force myself to post every single day on every single platform, but I want to try to, you know, at least a couple times a week. And then another goal is to film my planner video, and then also to get back on my monthly pill thing, my pill situation, because I also fell off of that. I still took my birth control pill every day, but I kind of like fell off of like my other stuff. You tried Sweet and Low, because actually I don't use Splenda. I use a monk fruit sweetener. So I buy big bags of the monk fruit sweetener from Costco, and by volume, it's cheaper than Splenda. I have had Sweet and Low in the past, but not for a very long time. I don't have a very refined palate, so I don't think I probably wouldn't be able to taste the difference between different sweeteners. But yeah, I buy my stuff at Costco because I can buy it in bulk and it's a little less expensive. So I like the monk fruit sweetener. I think it's quite good, all things considered. How do you feel about posting the same singular content across your social media? Do you feel that's cheating your fans/supporters? So On my paid accounts, I post the most consistently and I post the most content. So even when it comes to like my safe for work stuff, on Thursdays when I do my workout streams, I will usually post a full like workout video from the week before. So like a full set of every exercise I did for one workout, plus some flexing and all the selfies I took. I will post those on my paid platforms. And I will then cut those things down for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. And I'll only post a couple of the selfies here and there. I personally don't feel like it's cheating because those platforms are not paid for. Things like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, Reddit. None of those platforms make me any money. So it's kind of whatever. I don't feel like it's cheating. I do try to vary my content sometimes, but I don't hold myself strictly to it because, I mean, I am just one person that does all their content solo, and I have a full-time job as well. So, I mean, there is some amount of diversity to my content across different platforms, but if stuff gets recycled, it gets recycled and it's whatever. If somebody doesn't like that I'm repeating content on different platforms, they can just unfollow the platform they don't like. But I mean, you yourself, Georgie, you do not use TikTok, right? And there's other people that don't like TikTok. There's some people that are not even able to use TikTok because of the country that they live in. So if I want my fans to be able to see some of that TikTok content, I have to recycle it and put it on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. I guess you can do that, but you know, it is what it is. People on Threads probably are also not on Twitter because they don't support Twitter anymore. Do you know? You feel like recycling may streamline my posting goals? I do some amount of recycling, but I do keep some stuff separate, obviously. Yeah. Also, hi Hyper. Most media people post their most popular content a lot too because not everyone has seen it and then report and recycle. Yeah, I agree. So I'll also say the way that I make my safe for work content is my content in general. I do as much as possible all in one day, and then I will use all of that stuff throughout the week, if that makes sense. So I might use the same thing in a different way. So I'll probably take a flexing video on Sunday and I would use it to make a TikTok, and I would use it to make an Instagram reel, and I would then also repost it on YouTube, but they might be slightly different. You know, I might edit them a different way. They have different music or something like that. So I do recycle my content. You just click on like and usually do not comment. I will tell you that every single interaction helps your favorite content creators, but some interaction weighs more heavily with the algorithm than other interactions. That's all I will say. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say that commenting is the upper echelon of interactions, but every interaction will help your favorite content creators. Yeah. And if you maybe are wondering why it's difficult for people to, like, I will tell you, like, these are the amount of platforms that I would need, that I post on regularly. So, like, you can see that how this would be difficult to keep up with. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I am gonna be kind to myself, and if I don't post on stuff as consistently as I would perhaps like, that's okay. This is my content planner, by the way. I have a whole separate planner just for content stuff. This is my productivity planner, I guess. What's up, Mopar? Hope you're doing really well. Year has started on a good, relaxing, and nice way. Wow. And this is my daily journal. So, anyways. Am I actually going to work out today? So especially when you take the time to make content different for every one of them. Yeah, like I said, I don't try to make everything super different for every platform, but there is some amount of recycling, and there also is some amount of like difference. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Sometimes I think to myself, like, why are you doing this, bro? You have a good job. And I think I want to think that you know, toxic positivity. I'm trying to like look deep within myself and assess whether I have toxic productivity. Like, if I feel like I always have to be doing something. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that I don't, but I worry that I do. Thank you, Megs. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Happy New Year. Good luck with your classes. So yeah, that's something I'm working through with myself. Do I have toxic productivity? I want to think not. But it could be possible. Good internalized thought to self-reflect. Yeah, I definitely don't think that I'm the what is it? The sharpest tool in the shed, but I do like to think that I am perhaps real with myself when it comes to like these kinds of things. So I'm trying to see. That song is a bop. You like it? I think that Epidemic Sound reorganized their music library. And I clicked on the electronic genre, and we're listening to electronic music, but it's all the electronic music. So it could be a bunch of just random stuff. You like the deep red leggings with the stripes? Thank you. From Bombshell, still my favorite. Still my favorite leggings brand. I don't know if this is considered, it is considered EDM. Wow, you called it. I didn't even look. What's up? Hey now, you're an all-star. Yeah, that's their thing. So, and I will tell you that there's a lot of people that try to sometimes like mimic the design, and it's usually not very well done. But these are really well done, and I will say that these are expensive leggings, but they're really good quality. What's up, Night? Happy New Year. So like they're very stretchy, and the fabric is really nice, and I can, like, at my smallest, I was wearing these leggings, and now at my biggest, I'm also wearing these leggings. No, well, at least not right now. They're very tight right now. But when I lose weight, they will probably be less tight. Also, these have pockets. You probably can't see them because of the color. The pocket is quite big. Like, look at that. It's quite large. And the stripe is not printed. That's what makes them so high quality. The stripe isn't printed. It's a separate piece of fabric. A lot of times when you print the stripe and you pull them or you wash them, the stuff that's printed will degrade over time. Yeah, bro, it's got nice pockets. Yeah, fabric is a little thicker, like good quality ones. Yeah, exactly. And I personally like that they, there's no elastic here in the waistband. So when you are not wearing them, you can see that the waist is tapered like this. It's not straight up and down. It like comes in quite a bit, and it helps keep the pants up without needing to have elastic in the waistband. I find I have a sensitive tummy. When there's elastic in the waistband, a lot of times, like if I go out and about, it makes me feel sick. So I really like that. But it's still nice and stretchy. You see, like it tapers, but it's because the fabric is so stretchy, it just feels nice. All bottoms past the knees should have pockets. Go bottoms without pockets back in the day was stupid. I think people are realizing the necessity of pockets nowadays. But sometimes you don't really want a pocket. Like if I'm wearing leggings, I don't necessarily always need a pocket. That's what I'm saying. My tummy is very sensitive. Yeah, they're pretty nice. And the mesh is very stretchy also. It's stretchy and it's not scratchy, which I love. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, you know what? Another thing that I'm doing. Okay, we have to do something for the thumbnail. And I have to remember what time I'm doing it. Because I decided that I'm not gonna take dedicated pictures for the thumbnails anymore. I'm just gonna make the thumbnail afterwards and upload it later. So this is me thumbnail picture. Okay, that was like right at 40 minutes. You haven't been wearing crazy tops lately? What do you mean by crazy tops? I gotta write down what time that was. I have been liking the longer tops lately, but it's more of like what matches, I guess, sort of, than anything when it comes to the top. When it comes to the bottom, I wear my bombshells because they make me feel the best. When it comes to the top, I just kind of try to match the bottoms slightly, even though they don't match. Oh, I wore a lot of stuff last year. I think maybe I just haven't been wearing them for no particular reason. I feel like, should I just start banning people that are saying weird shit? I'm shitting really bad right now. Yeah. I don't think the top was by design. You're gonna wait to clean out your shed until you're ready to work out again. So I will say, Mr. Oddity, I'm a little worried that it's kind of becoming like, what's the word? Like a self-perpetuating like style, a self-perpetuating thing where you're like, okay, I need the shed so that I can start working out. And then you're like, well, I don't want to do the shed until I'm ready to work out. And it feels like it's kind of going like back and forth. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think you need to like really look deep inside yourself and assess if that's the case or not. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that you have for a long time been wanting to get into working out and you have been struggling with your consistency, but like, yeah, I'm just worried that it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back because you're setting yourself more barriers. I mean, I'm not confused. I'm asking you if that's what it is, and it might not be. You know, I don't know you that deeply, but like I said, this year for me, I'm trying to get out of my own way. You know, I saw myself making excuses and I was like, no, we're gonna do the easiest possible thing so that I can get shit done, you know? So for me, that means making planner YouTube videos with my gym setup. And it means like holding weird poses so that I can use that for the stream thumbnail. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. You didn't want to go to the gym today, but you decided to force yourself to go, and you may have not had the best workout, but you sure felt better that you went. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say earlier, and then I forgot. So I'm not trying to blame Joey, but I felt like in December, I noticed that, okay, so Thursdays, I try to do the workout streams, and I do it basically like right after I get off of work. But during the rest of the week, Joey and I will typically work out together, or we would try to, right? But Joey's schedule has been a little kind of all over the place lately. It always is, because he doesn't have like a steady full-time job. He's got like 2 part-time jobs. So it's kind of like his hours are whatever his hours are. But I noticed that when I would wait for Joey to come home so that we would work out together, there were many times that I was just like not wanting to work out at all. And he would come home and I'd be like, hey, did you want to work out? And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, well, actually, I don't want to work out. And then neither of us would work out. So I have made it a point to try to do my workouts like right after I get off of work, when I'm still feeling the most productive. And although, you know, I wish it was possible for Joey and I to work out together as much as possible, like it was getting in the way of my gains. So that's me having to get out of the way of my own gains. Yeah, I mean, Joey's schedule is what it is, and that's the way that he wants to work. He has gotten offers for full-time positions, and he has declined them because he prefers to work. He prefers not to be tied down to a specific location and like a set schedule. So that was his choice, and that's what works for him and his mental health. But for me and my mental health and my fitness journey, being more consistent is what works for me. You didn't, okay. It's not really one person job, and the person that helps with is always busy with work. Also, I'm nervous about asking someone else. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what your shed situation is looking like, or what makes it like a 2-person job, but you know, probably you have to like move heavy stuff. But I mean, I would tell you that you could go in and do the things that you can do by yourself to make it easier for you to get stuff done with that second person as efficiently as possible, if that makes sense. So, you know, if you went out into the shed and you just threw away, I did not say sheduation, but that's a funny word for it. But, you know, so if it's possible for you to go into the shed and maybe clean out all the dead leaves, you know, maybe there's just dirt in there. Maybe you just go in with a trash bag and you clean that out. That's not something that's a 2-person job. That's something that you can do yourself, right? You know, if you need to go into the shed and like organize like the yard tools, you know, stuff like rakes and shovels and, you know, smaller things like that, that is something that you can do on your own, and you don't need to wait for that second person. What you can do is go into the shed, you know, it doesn't have to be all in one go. You know, maybe you set yourself, hey, you know, 1 hour every weekend, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to just like do some little odd jobs. And then when that person that is going to help you has the time, they can come in and you guys can bust out all the stuff that you actually need that person for. But, you know, like I said, I don't know your situation. I don't want to pretend like I know everything about what's going on with that. But it is something to think about, you know. When Joey and I moved from our old house to this house, we boxed all our own stuff and we moved all of the furniture to one central location. And that vastly sped up the moving process, and it meant that we had to pay outside movers less money because they just came in and they took it out and they moved it, and that was it. It was like super easy. Whereas, you know, if we had just left stuff where it was and they had to like move all around the house trying to get stuff, it would have taken them much more time and cost us much more money, because, you know, we had the ability to move the stuff ourselves to the, you know, the living room. Gamer, Ariel. It might be like that too because full times are wonky unless you get a hospital gig. I mean, Joey do have, yeah, it's like that. Because it's like client-based work for you, I guess. I'm back. I was back last week, sir. I was back last week, but you were playing games. Oh, fuck. Actually, my quads are sore. If I do this, if I'm just standing, they're not sore. If I do this, they're very sore, which is fine, I guess. Like, he's so sore too. Yeah, you and me are both back on it. And you have squats. Are you giving yourself enough time to recover? I feel like at this point, do I even bother doing a workout? Yeah. Maybe we're just taking an active recovery day. Oh, the hamstrings are sore. That's fair, I guess. I'll probably end up doing a pull day tomorrow. You were super behind? Really? What do you mean I'll lose all my gains? I worked out 2 days before and I'm gonna work out tomorrow. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be on stream for more than like 2 hours at a time. So like, at this point, should I even try to bust out a whole workout in 2 hours? Oh, you did a refresh? Okay, that's good. I feel like, should we talk about like New Year's resolutions? I watched a video by Renaissance Periodization. I didn't finish the video. Gotta get a pump for the gun show. My arms are just big right now, bro. Come on. Oh, I mean, I guess I could talk about, do you want to see all the stuff I'm doing for my fitness in my journal? Or do you guys not care? I feel like you're probably gonna go. Playing, what? Okay, see you later, Mr. Oddity. You're here, so you care. Okay. I do not have a dedicated fitness journal, but I have some things in my journal that are fitness related. Recording your sets, you want to see? Okay. So on this calendar page, okay, well, I also want to say, this is a Japanese journal. So some of the stuff I had to write over because obviously, not obviously, I don't read Japanese. So some of the stuff I had to write over. So this is like the plain page. It has the number and the day of the week that I had to write over. And then it's got all this extra space. So I'm using it as a habit tracker. So I track my period. I track whether I'm taking my supplements every day, taking my pills every day. What else? Workout, shower, and how much water I'm drinking. So obviously I'm not trying to shower every day, but I just like to know when I'm taking a shower. And then I try to get six of these a day, 6 glasses of water this big a day. And I just track it. I was impressed with people who can maintain nice journals. You devolve quickly, so you stick to spreadsheets. I do use spreadsheets as well. I use spreadsheets and I use Google Docs for other stuff, but I like to write things down. It helps me stay motivated. So that's what I'm using this for, and it does have some fitness related things. And you can see this is how I knew that I only worked out 11 times in December because, let's see if I can point to it. This row here is all the times that I worked out, and it's not very many. And then in the next part, the monthly calendar also has some fitness stuff. So on this side, so this is what the blank calendar looks like, basically. I added in this section on the side where I do a weekly weigh-in, whether I'm tracking or not, what phase I'm in, and then if I'm taking other stuff, because you guys know that I cycle SARMs, I write that there as well. Shower every other day. I don't think it's gross. I shower every 3 or 4 days. I don't think it's gross to shower. Wait, are you saying that like people think that you should shower every day? I will say I'm a gross person. So, and then also on this page, I have like events and meetings. And then down here at the bottom, I have how many hours I worked, my work hours and my workouts. So, oh, I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say to that. I think that I am a gross person. But I also have really bad dry skin, and if I shower too often, it gets even worse, especially for my hair. And also, like, if I am washing my hair too often, my hair gets really bad as well. I am smelly. Tell you what, you might not be able to smell me. I can smell myself, but I'm okay with it. This is TMI. I actually like the smell of my own pussy. I think it smells really good. That's how I know that I'm gay as fuck. I like the smell of pussy, but yeah, my pits are pretty rank. You shower daily, but you only wash your hair every 2 or 3 days. See, that's valid. That's totally valid. Also, it's just like a waste of time. I feel like it's such a waste of time. Some people might not like it. I mean, also, some people probably don't like the smell. I don't really like the smell of my own pits. Pussy is fine though. Yeah, and this month, I did a little symbol for wire cutter and for working out, so it looks a little nicer. But yeah, that's how, and you can see here, this was my weigh-in on Monday, and now I'm tracking 1800, and I'm in a cut. So that's how I can keep track. You jump in a vat of lotion. See, I don't like to lotion that much. I don't like to feel clammy. I only like to lotion my face. You guys are laughing at me, but it is what it is. Also, this journal is One Piece themed. Do you see the Going Merry on the back? This journal is One Piece themed. And I have a One Piece pencil board to go with it. You use baby oil, straight up baby oil? I can't use straight up oil. I have to I can do like half oil, half lotion, but I can't do like straight oil. Okay, so this would be like, I'm trying to make sure I don't have anything weird on here. Okay, so these are the daily. So the way this journal is set up, it has those monthlies, and then it has the whole month, and then it's got one page for every single day. And you see I had to write in the day because I can't read Japanese. But on this side, I do like a little timetable, and this side is just a whole ass checklist because I am stupid and I literally can't remember anything. So I have like really detailed checklists of stuff I got to do every day. And on the schedule side, I also do the weather for some reason. On the schedule side, I have like my work hours and meetings, and I also sometimes write in the stuff that I ate, and then I did a workout and the stuff that we do. Like if we're watching something or if we're playing games. Man, I feel like I can't do straight oil because then I just feel like really slippery all day. Even when I was a massage therapist, well, when I was in massage school, because I never worked as a massage therapist, I would use a mixture of lotion and oil. I didn't do straight lotion, and I didn't do straight oil. Yeah, so that's how I use the daily pages. And I just like write in my workout if I have a workout. And then in the very back of the book, I did not watch it. No. I forgot. We're watching something else actually on Netflix that's pretty good so far. We're watching Travelers, which is like a sci-fi sort of show. And then in the back of the book, they have some extra pages that are blank. This is also how I know how many days I worked out, because I write down the day and then I write down one sentence that has to do with fitness. And then I do a little review at the bottom. So I'll say my workout, and then I'll say like if I'm sore or if I'm just feeling lazy or whatever. Why did my music cut out? Oops. That was weird. I was talking to somebody on one of my sites, and he was saying that ASMR stuff would be cool, but I was like, I just don't have time, gamer. And it has all these like One Piece things in the back that I can't read. Like, look at all this One Piece shit. I have no idea what it says. I'm not gonna Google Translate all of that. The only thing, what is this? What is that? What does it mean? I don't know. And then there is a goals page, where you can write down your goals. And I did translate that. I translated it, but I haven't written any goals in yet. But I might do that. Okay. And then it's got these things that you can fill out. And I am drawing in all the new plants that I buy this year. So these are what I got so far, which was not all, it was all before 2024, but it still counts. So I'm drawing all the new plants I get this year. And then I don't know what to really do with the timetable, but I started writing in my workout program that I'm doing currently. My fave straw hat, do you really have to ask? Gamer? Zorro is my favorite. I guess you haven't seen my display cases. And then in this section, so it has like these favorites. This is what it looks like blank. But it's got 2 pages of that. I decided that I'm gonna take monthly measurements. So I actually started in December. I took measurements. I've never done measurements before. And then I'm just gonna, every month, on the first of the month, I'm gonna take measurements. I don't stream in that room anymore, Dark. Am I au natural? Well, I don't have any implants. My boobs are definitely natural, but if you're asking about something else, you should be more specific. My display is how you found me on YouTube, but have you seen the Zorro display? A few more days of binge watching One Piece, and then this is my 100, and I'm just gonna write down all the movies and shows we watched. And then more, I have no idea what this is, again. I'm not gonna dox my information. And then I also don't wanna dox my information here, but it has a place in here for, oh my God, this is so doxing. This is like Omega Docs. It has a place in here for addresses, but I just wrote down the addresses of my favorite plant shops. That's all. I wrote down all the addresses of my favorite plant shops. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, Corman, like, if you want to ask a question, don't try to be cute and don't try to skirt the subject. If you're trying to ask me if I'm taking performance enhancing drugs, just ask me. Don't be like, are you natural? Like, buck up and like ask the question for real. Yeah. You can only watch 4 episodes in a row of something before you need to watch something else. That's fair. Your mom really liked the One Piece live action. I also liked the One Piece live action a lot. So that was all the fitness stuff in my productivity planner. And then this is content planner. And then this is like, this is where I just write a bunch of like dumb shit. It's like, you would think, well, you wouldn't think, but this is just like me writing dumb shit about my day. It's literally like, oh, today I had to do this for work, and I had this for dinner, and I did this workout, and we watched this show or played this game. It's just me writing dumb shit for no reason. But it looks nice, right? When you have it all written out. I guess it's like a diary, but it's like, it's so inane, I think would be the right word. It's so inane. It's like, there's nothing interesting in here at all. It's not even interesting to me. I don't reread it. It seems like a lot. It's not that much. It's literally like sitting down for 5 minutes and being like, I had chicken for dinner, and we watched Travelers, and we played games with Ariel and Goldie. And that's like literally me listing out my whole ass day. Ooh, we caught up on Demon Slayer a bit ago. Very good. I liked it. I liked the newest season. I'm excited for it. There's a lot of, I feel like, I don't know when it's coming out, the next season. I'm excited for it. I don't know. We've been back into anime. We watched a lot of anime. It was good. It was nice. It was nice to watch anime. Chicken is good. Chicken is fine. Chicken is fine. I like pork. Pork is like my fave. Oh my God, my legs are super sore. When I just do this, when I do this, I started adding, I don't think I can do it right now because I'm so sore. I'm calling these standing reverse Nordics. And it's like going like this and like going down and then coming back up. It's really brutal. It's really difficult. I actually, full credit to Lean Beef Patty, because I saw her post about them on probably Instagram, because that's where I usually see her stuff. And I think one of the reasons I have a hard time growing my quads is because of my flexibility. I feel like we talked about this recently in a stream. So like for me to go like this is barely a stretch. And if you like watch Renaissance periodization videos, they always talk about working in the stretched position. And like for me to put my quads in a stretched position is very difficult, but doing this exercise does actually put my quads in a stretched position at the bottom. Like when you get way down here and you lean back, that actually does put my quads in a stretched position. So it's pretty good. It is deceptively hard because you wouldn't think, oh, you're not using any body weight, blah, blah, blah. It's very difficult. You made teriyaki port line? Ooh, that sounds good. Inosuke is your spirit animal. I personally prefer not to use the term spirit animal, and you should use your best judgment on whether it's a term that you want to use. But the term spirit animal is deeply tied to Native American culture. And I personally am not Native American. No part of me is Native American. I probably don't even have any Native American friends. So if I identify strongly with someone or something, I usually choose to say it like that rather than use the term spirit animal, because it feels like cultural appropriation for me personally. And you know, your mileage may vary, but I think some people don't think about that when they say it, because it is something that gets thrown around a lot. So I just like to make people aware of it. Do you know what I'm saying? No need to apologize, Urban Prince. Like I said, some people just simply aren't aware of like maybe the cultural connotations of it, I guess. It's like, to me, I see it as like similar to like somebody that does a really offensive costume of somebody else from a different culture, if that makes sense. And some people might think it's a bigger deal than other people. And some people might think that it's okay. But like I said, for myself, I am not comfortable using the term spirit animal. And I don't feel comfortable using other people's cultures for costumes. That makes sense. Do I miss cosplaying? I miss crafting, but I don't miss how expensive cosplay is. I don't miss wearing the costumes, and I don't miss going to conventions. if that makes sense. I think this is me asking myself, am I toxic productivity? Am I man of toxic productivity, man? Like, you know, I hobby hop a lot. And is it because I genuinely like the hobby, or is it because I always feel like I have to be doing something? But I do enjoy the actual making of things, but I don't enjoy a lot of the other aspects of cosplay, if that makes sense. I would say that I have a small amount of talent for painting and art in general, but I have not painted in a while. Every once in a while, I'll pick up some like watercolors, because that's kind of like the easiest thing for me to just dip my toes into. And like your paints don't really go bad, if that makes sense, you know? So like every once in a while, I'll pick up some watercolors, but I don't paint very often. I'm not into cars. I have a car. I don't drive very often. I don't plan on buying a new car anytime soon. If somebody were to offer me a free car, I would like an Audi. But the only reason is because I like to say the word Audi. And I have no particular preference for the specific type of Audi, if that makes sense. I just like to say the word Audi. Super nerd stuff makes you shy. You get sensory overload at conventions. Audi smell like crayons. I don't think I've ever been in an Audi, actually. I just really like to say the word Audi. I don't hate the smell of crayons. That's very randomly specific. You took off your knee sleeves and a puff of white came off. Oh my god, Hyper. I think you need the straight oil. You mix your Lubriderm with like almond oil or something. It is, but it's true. Okay, if I ever, I'm gonna remember this conversation. And if I ever sit in an Audi, I'm specifically gonna sniff it and get back to you. What's up, sad boy? Don't be sad. So I don't even feel like the sensory overload of conventions bothers me. I went to the biggest high school in Maryland, and it was very crowded. And crowds, like, I don't want people to touch me, but it just does not bother me that much to be in like really crowded areas. It's just like, for me, it's like, it's the hassle of it. I am surprisingly lazy. It is the hassle and the expense. So you have to pay for the badges. You have to pay for the hotel. You have to pay for all the food that you're consuming throughout the weekend. And most likely you're going to eat out at least like 50% of the time. The hassle of staying in a hotel room with multiple people, which is not always bad. You know, I like to hang out with my friends, and I specifically don't stay in hotel rooms with more than like 4 people altogether. So like 2 people, you know, like a room with 2 beds and 2 people in each bed, and it's not bad, but it's still a hassle. So like, yeah, I just like don't enjoy it. Am I still married? Yes, I am still married. I'm not sure that I would do. This is also me in 2024. Everything does not have to be content. So want to have some parts of myself or some, what is this music? Very interesting. Sounds like a sci-fi show. Everything just doesn't have to be content. So sometimes I think to myself, oh, I wonder if I could do like a YouTube channel about plants, or I wonder if I should do like all of my journaling stuff for YouTube. And then I just have to be like, no, you don't. You don't have to do that. You can enjoy the stuff that you want to enjoy for your own enjoyment. So there are times when I will pick up hobbies and stuff like that, but I don't foresee myself doing anything other than fitness live streams. Come to Terrible Hime Industries to see your entire life broadcasted 24/7. You would literally see how disgusting I am. I am a truly disgusting gremlin of a person. I don't think the world could handle the truth. I do post pictures of my plants on my side Instagram, which I'm not sure if I even have it linked anywhere. So if it's not even linked from my regular account, but I do post some pictures on my side Instagram, which is not_terrible_Hime. So if you would like to see some random shit that I post maybe like once a month, you can see it there. I genuinely think that I am more disgusting than the average person. But, you know, that's open for debate. I forgot to bring the treats down for the boys. But here's Macheep. He's been very cuddly lately. He's also very smooth right now. I don't think it'll pick up. Yeah. So yeah, like somebody was talking to somebody about ASMR, and they very kindly linked me to like a whole bunch of people and even some videos about how to get into ASMR. And I looked at them and I was like, is this something I could feasibly do? And I thought to myself, you know, maybe I could. But then I also had to tell myself, bitch, you're doing too much. So you should probably stop. You should probably not do that. So I had to be like, you know, this was all really helpful. I really appreciate all the suggestions, but I just don't think I have the bandwidth to do it right now. Do you have eye crusties? These cats know I don't, there's no eye crusties allowed in the house. So they don't get weird when I try to clean their eye crusties. They're pretty okay with it. Look, why is he just laying here for once? Usually he is like, fuck you. No Terrible Hime workout ASMR. I mean, if you guys want me to whisper, what? And turn up the music I get. You let me know. If that's what you want. What's up, TNT? You would like to be the cat. You would like to be swaddled. Swaddled by my smelly armpits. Wait a minute, what? I mean, if you want me to ASMR like my workouts, I can. I didn't think it was the general consensus. Whisper. I can sensually talk to you. Don't cats usually get mega cuddly if their owners are pregnant? I don't know. I'm not pregnant. Cats also get mega cuddly when they're cold, and we keep our house very cold. Definitely trying to be intentional about balance band with things this year. Lots of good things. You don't want burnout. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And to that point, I have obligations where I have people that are paying me for a certain amount of content, and that is my priority. Oh, also when owners are sick. Well, there you go. And pregnant. But no, I'm not. Boop yourself. Boop. That's my new thing, is I make them boop themselves. You sniff it. Boop. Doing biceps with 20 pounds. I don't even think I can do that. My biceps are weak. I feel like, I don't know. This just was not even a workout. Oh shit. What's up, Seth? Making the cats boop themselves? I know, right? Isn't it smart? Isn't it smart? Did you know that cats have belly buttons? We found out recently that cats have belly buttons. We tried to find it, couldn't find it though. We tried, couldn't find it. Shall I expose you? Do you want to be exposed? Like, it's somewhere in here, but we can't find it. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Where is it? He keeps jumping when I touch his belly. It's somewhere, like, around here. Look, he's mad. Look at his tail. He hates it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, cats have belly buttons. Yes! They do have nipples, too. I think he's probably got, like, 4. You can see it when they're babies, but not now. Why are you looking at me like that, bruh? Where are you going? Oh, you know what? I was putting on my shoes today, and one of those, like, gross centipede things ran out from under the mats. Where's the toad? The toad is probably sleeping. Remember when I was doing that cosplay making stream, and one of those things jumped out, and I, like, screamed, and I gave it the stomp. Does anybody remember that? That was funny. Basically where the cord cuts off, yeah. But you just never, like, think about it, right? Like, logically, I know that mammals have belly buttons, but I've never really thought about, oh God, thought about cats having belly buttons before. What are you doing? What do you want? Oh, we watched the Yu Yu Hakusho live action. Did anybody else watch that? That one is fully Japanese. It's not like the One Piece live action. It's fully Japanese. No, you haven't watched it? Centipedes are really gross, yeah. So, I think that it captures the spirit of Yu Yu Hakusho quite well, but it is very far from the actual story of the show. That being said, I enjoyed it. You thought it was bad? I mean, that's valid. You heard about Truck-kun? It was a speed run. I mean, I don't think that, yeah. So it's only 6 episodes, and it doesn't seem like it was meant to be continued. So I think that's it. But like I said, I felt like it captured the spirit of Yu Yu Hakusho, even though the plot was very different. I did not feel like it looked low budget. I don't know. Maybe I just like to find the good in things. But I thought the choreography of the fights and the special effects. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers. I thought the fight scenes and I thought the special effects were actually quite good. Out of the 4 boys, Hie was my least favorite, but I thought I liked Yusuke a lot, and I liked Kuwabara, and I thought Kurama was okay. But I think that if you go into it thinking that it's going to be super accurate, you're not going to enjoy it at all because it's not super accurate to the actual story. But I think somebody that doesn't know anything about Yu Yu Hakusho but likes like maybe like martial arts movies or shows might enjoy it. And I think that like if you can separate the show from the original in some capacity, you might like it. I'm not sure which scene you're talking about. So I think I don't think that the Kurama actor did a bad job. I think he did a good job. I just thought he was a little unattractive. Oh, when Keiko and Yukina run into Kuwabara, I don't know. I thought most of it was pretty good, but like I'm not a critic. There's nothing wrong with the acting. I just didn't think he was very attractive, which is not necessary. I think by Japanese standards, he's a very good looking person. I think he's also like a model or something in Japan. I looked at his Instagram and he's got over 1 million followers and it looks like he's a model. I don't know anything about him. I personally did not find him very attractive, but I did not find any of the guys in the show particularly attractive. I'm more of like a K-pop brand of Asian guy kind of thing. I looked him up recently. Let's see if he's still in my thing. No, maybe I looked it up on my personal. Nope, I can't find it. So yeah, but I thought that he played the character well. I thought they all did, for the most part. I just don't think he's very cute, but I think he's probably very attractive by Japanese standards. And look, I don't want to hear it about the wigs or the hair. Like, there is absolutely no way to accurately translate anime hair into real life, and I think they did the best job that they could. And you know, good on them that even though you know that it's a wig, like you don't see, like a lot of times when I'm watching even like when I watch like high budget movies, like I can see the fucking I can see the lace on their lace fronts and it really bothers me, but like because he has bangs, like you can't see that, so like it didn't bother me so much. And his hair, it moves mostly like real hair, so I'm just kind of like whatever. I thought the girls were fine. I didn't really have any issues with the girls. I thought they were all fine. I thought they were all cute and fine. Botan was cute, but not really what you push. I thought she was pretty pushy, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a smart man. Like, I felt like out of all the wigs, Botan's was the worst. But it's also very, very difficult to make like an updo wig look realistic at all. So, you know, I feel like they did the best that they could. I also think that like I don't know how to say this. I follow a lot of Japanese YouTube channels for makeup. I also follow some on Instagram, makeup and hair. And the way that they do their hair is different than like what we do in the US. So like based on what I have seen from actual women in Japan, it was quite realistic. The way that they style their hair, it probably doesn't feel crunchy, but it looks crunchy to me. Like they set it with product in some way, like when they curl their hair, or even like when they straighten it, they put like some kind of product in it that makes the strands look more defined, almost like anime hair. So like like I said, the wigs don't bother me because they looked as realistic as they could be. Yeah, when I tell you, it is damn near impossible to get a wig into a high ponytail style and still look realistic. Like, believe me. Believe me. I don't think that you can compare Yu Yu Hakusho to One Piece. The live actions. Like, as far as I know, Yu Yu Hakusho was fully like made in Japan, and they had English like dubs, but it was not made for like, it doesn't seem like it was made for an English audience, unlike One Piece. And considering, I would think that Netflix's audience is predominantly like English. Yeah, it's a Japanese live action, and for Japanese people, it's not a Western adaptation like One Piece. She should have committed and dyed her hair. I disagree, bruh. I strongly disagree. I mean, you would probably be very surprised who's wearing a wig in a lot of the shows that you watch, or a lot of the movies that you watch. And like, it's just unfortunate that it's hard to get like a realistic look with that color and that hairstyle. Yeah, hair dye is a lot. You basically fry your entire head, and it will never recover. Yeah. I mean, I'm around Friday. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I mean, so to go from like dark Asian hair to blonde enough to get to that blue, you would probably have to bleach it twice, which would probably destroy your hair, and then dye it again on top of that. So yeah, I don't think it's worth it when you can just wear a wig. I mean, I definitely do not think that the actor that played Zoro in the One Piece I do not think that he was wearing a... I don't think he dyed his hair. I'm like 99.9% sure that that was a wig. I know for a fact that the kid was wearing a wig. You need kappas on this site? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Remember when your sister went to blonde and then went swimming in the pool and the chlorine and her hair turned like a light green shade? Yeah. Blonde hair is very difficult to maintain. Even people that are like have light colored hair, it still like destroys your fucking hair. Highly not recommended. I don't think it's worth it. I thought he was okay. I think he looks good. I don't think he captured the spirit of Zoro as much as I would have liked. But I could be overly particular about that because Zoro is my favorite character. Wigs freak you out? Like, for me, I think Nami was the best. For live action One Piece, I thought Nami was the best. Zoro was fine. I think he looks very Zoro, but the way he portrayed it, like acted it, was like, it was a little meh for me. Random hair on your face makes you think something's crawling on you. That's fair. Yeah. Yes. I thought Nami was the best. I like Luffy a lot, but Nami was better. I also like, I would say out of like, Sanji is one of my least favorite of the Straw Hat crew, but I really liked him in the live action, probably because he was less Sanji than in the anime, but that's fine. Heard they make Nami a fighter in the live action. I did not like young Nami in the anime. Grown Nami is badass. I mean, Nami does some amount of fighting in the anime. She's just not like the main fighter. And I literally have not seen the first season of One Piece in years, so it's hard to say. But I mean, I don't think that I can tell you that the live action did not give me as many feels as the anime. So to me, it doesn't feel like it's better. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. It is hard to get through, but if you're binge watching it and you skip the intro and the outro, it goes by very fast. Before the time skip, she wasn't punching and kicking. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with Chopper. I am interested to see that. I kind of wonder if they might go like what do you call it with the realistic like makeup? I feel like they might go that way, considering how they did some of the other characters. But we'll see. I heard, but I don't know for sure, they were gonna do 10 seasons. But I heard that from somebody else who might have heard that from somebody else. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think that considering they did not CGI most of the other characters, they probably wouldn't CGI Chopper. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. But like I said, I heard from somebody, I heard from Joey, who may or may not have read it or heard it from somebody else. It's whatever. Smile whenever you see Chopper anywhere with a hey chop. Yeah, I guess we'll see, I guess. I'm not mad about it. I'm looking forward to more of the One Piece live action. I'm like super cold right now. Just capture a real doctor and teach him to be like a tanuki. Oh my god. You trolling, sad boy? You know he's not a tanuki. Dressrosa is when you started liking One Piece? Yeah, I don't know why you stuck with it so long if that's when you started liking it. If it literally took you that long to like it, you should have just like given up, I'll be honest. I didn't finish Wano yet. But I mean, just because somebody else says that it's good doesn't mean that you will like it. They fucked off. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're glad that you didn't drop it. I definitely would have dropped it if I didn't like One Piece as much as I do. Like as far as I can remember, I genuinely feel like I have liked it the entire time. But I think I'm built different and I just like stuff, you know? I watch things wanting to like it, and I don't watch things that I think I won't like because I don't want to waste my time on stuff. Oh, you know what else we watched? What's that called? One Piece has been solid and only got better. That's how I feel as well. What's that other sci-fi movie that just came out on Netflix? We watched that. Rebel Moon. We watched Rebel Moon. We watched Rebel Moon. I thought it was pretty okay. I don't think it was like the best, but it was pretty okay. You watch things that you genuinely adore or that you genuinely enjoy, like Terrible Hime. Star Wars with hookers and gambling? Rebel Moon? See, I did not get Star Wars vibes from... I got more Dune vibes from Rebel Moon than I got Star Wars. It's like... Has anybody seen the anime Samurai 7? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Akira, what is this? Yeah, Samurai 7. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like Samurai 7 and Dune is what I'm getting. Which one was the blonde? Like, I haven't seen it in 5 million years. No, I'm talking about the anime. I don't know if there's a movie. I remember it being an anime. I'm talking about this one. This one is what I'm talking about. I don't remember it very well, but that's what it was giving me. It was giving me Samurai 7 and Dune. There's a movie that's 7 samurai in space. New Dune part is going to be nearly 4 hours long. I think I would need an intermission because of bathroom issues. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. I might see it in theaters. I might see it in theaters. I don't really go to the theaters that much, but I'll make exceptions. Yeah, I don't really remember it that well. You saw it on Toonami once? I think I have like a box set of Samurai 7. Oh, you know what? My stepper came in. Maybe I should go get my stepper and step. But then I can't read. I can't read the chat. If only they'll make the books justice. Which one? Whoa! Hey, what's up, Deleuze? Step. You recently watched Top Gun Maverick, it was fine, but when you realize the entire movie literally just them training to do the Death Star trench run from Star Wars, you couldn't take it seriously at all. Oh, see, I didn't read the books. When I was still reading, I was like basically all fantasy, mostly high fantasy, but also like, I don't know what you call like modern fantasy. I don't know what that's called. If that's like a specific thing. Like the Dresden Files, did anybody read that? Like, what is that genre of fantasy called? I read a lot of that stuff as well. One of my coworkers really loves the Dresden Files. I've read some of the books, but I don't remember them very well anymore. How many Dune books are there? Six books altogether. Too many. The movie is called Hidden Fortress. Basically, Star Wars ripped off so much that they bought the rights to the film to prevent copyright issues. Damn. Mystery? The Dresden Files is mystery? I'm gonna look it up. Contemporary fantasy and mystery. Okay, contemporary fantasy is what I was looking at. I was thinking about. It's gonna be fucking 23 or 24 books? Oh my god, that's too many. You think you read the first Dune book? I think I tried to read the first Dune book. I liked sci-fi movies. I have a very difficult time reading sci-fi books. Oh, the shitty ones are written by Frank Herbert's son. Damn. I have a very difficult time like visualizing like sci-fi settings when I'm reading, so I don't really read a lot of sci-fi, or I did not used to read a lot of sci-fi stuff. I read mostly fantasy. Contemporary fantasy is a wild name for a genre. Why? I feel like it makes sense to me. Like contemporary art or contemporary design. Contemporary fantasy. That makes sense. But maybe that's just me. This playlist is very interesting. Think of contemporary jazz. We just have different associations, I guess. So I kind of feel like I want to read a book in 2024, but I don't know if I should try to commit to that. Been reading the Locked Tomb series lately, and these books are simultaneously amazing and super funny, but also make it confusing, like filled up with really fucked up shit. It's great. Would pro-permanent be the... What does that mean? I don't think I've read the Foundation series. I basically have not read anything since high school. So that's basically 20 years ago. It's the lesbian. Look, I am not on Book Talk or BookTube or anything. I don't know nothing about nobody when it comes to books nowadays. If it literally was not published before 2006, I don't know anything about it. And I probably don't know anything about it either way. The Meg book is great. Oh my God, that's kind of funny. It's not even like mental gymnastics. It's literally that I have a hard time mentally visualizing sci-fi settings. What's up, Stan? That does make you wonder about the term, like the OG War of the Worlds had contemporary settings at the time, but now you read that its version is like the 1800s. What do you call like the Jetsons? I feel like that would be like the Jetsons. What genre is the Jetsons? It's science fiction, just science fiction. I think it's just science fiction. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, though? When it's like retro sci-fi, maybe. Because it's like, I don't... It's like sci-fi, but it's like retro sci-fi. I have some books in series that I really loved. Well, I have some series that I really loved that I never finished because all the books were not out when I was still reading. And I feel like I would like to finish those series, but I also feel like with my memory issues, I would need to reread the entire series. And I don't think I have like the commitment for that. I don't think I have the time or the commitment for that. Like I've read like 10 or 11 books in the Wheel of Time series. I read like 3 or 4 books in the Game of Thrones series. I definitely read 10 or so books in the Sword of Truth series. That shit got weird. That one got really weird. Yeah. I was reading a lot of like those really long fantasy series. Yeah, I don't know if I like care about Game of Thrones anymore, if I'm honest. I think I'm over it. I have tried to read The Dark Tower. Joey loves The Dark Tower. I think they're coming out with Dark Tower movies or a show done by Flanagan. We love Flanagan. I have tried to read The Dark Tower a couple times and never been able to finish it. Even though the first book is actually pretty small, we have the whole series. I like Stephen King movies and shows from books, but I don't know if I can actually sit down and read the books. I've never read a Stephen King book, but I've seen many visual, like, movies and shows based on Stephen King stuff. We watched the Red Rose series. Did not read it. Flanagan made a Red Rose series based on the Stephen King stuff. Or is it just a series by Flanagan? I feel like we've watched most of the Flanagan things. You don't usually read Stephen King. I mean, you don't usually read, but you read Stephen King stuff. Oh, it's called Red Rose, and the Stephen King thing is Rose Red. Gotcha. You've tried to read Stephen King, but you can't really get into it, especially when he describes women. See, I didn't even get to that point. I feel like I started reading The Dark Tower, and it's like the guy is just like walking in the desert or whatever, and I just like, that's it. Oh, I didn't even realize that was Joey, and that's as far as I could get. And then I'm like, okay, I'm out. I don't even know who the son of Stephen King. I didn't even know Stephen King had a son. I didn't even realize Stephen King ever had sex with a woman. Did we watch that, Joey? Why didn't we watch that one? Actually, Joey's probably driving. We shouldn't try to engage with Joey. The man in the black field across the desert and the gunslinger. That's literally the only part that I got to. He's just following him across the desert. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done. I'm tired. Too bad you can't read books on stream. I feel like that would maybe be the only way to get me to sit down and read a book. That one is a bop. You like that one? I did watch the Dr. Sleep movie. I liked it. I thought it was good. Watch me read. I mean, it's us reading together, though. And me reading to you. I still really like The Shining. What's up, down the wrong path? I still like The Shining. I feel like we watched it again recently. I think we watched The Shining and then we watched Dr. Sleep because I hadn't seen The Shining for a few years. It's still good. Still good. You know what else is still good? It is still good. It still fucks me up a little bit every time I watch it. I always get jump scared, even though I've seen it. Is it? No, The Thing. It's not it. The Thing, not it. Yeah, The Thing is what I mean. I have not seen Pet Sematary. New It is pretty good. I saw something, I don't think I have it saved. I don't save anything on Instagram. I saw something the other day that showed a picture of the guy that played It in the New It and Tim Curry when he played the It thing, and they look so similar. It was creepy. I don't want to watch Gerald's game. Sometimes, like, it keeps getting recommended, and I'm just like, this is too much for me. I don't want to watch this. It sounds like too spooky for me. So we haven't watched Gerald's game because it creeps me out. The thought of it creeps me out too much. Tim Curry is still the shit. I still love... You know what I still love? The Clue movie. I love the Clue movie. Is that he got too sick to do acting anymore? Yeah. But I mean, also maybe he just wants to chill. But it is sad. But the Clue movie is still great. I always think that one lady is Susan Sarandon, but she's not. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what else I like? I love the live action Mario movie. Do not come for me. I love the live action Mario movie. Is it Mrs. White? No, I think it's Mrs. Peacock. No, it's not Mrs. Peacock. What other colors were there? Miss Scarlet? Miss Scarlet. Miss Scarlet. I for the longest time, I thought Miss Scarlet was Susan Sarandon, but she's not. Is a completely different actress. I must give it to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space. Tim Curry was another Muppet on Treasure Island. Off to lunch. Okay, see you later, Georgie. I'm about to end stream also though. I'm about to end stream. This was just the chatting. We were just chilling, hanging out, talking shit. Not doing a workout, but I'll do one tomorrow. Don't you worry. I'm gonna write it down. Why you coming? Why you coming for John Leguizamo like that, bruh? Look, loss is a normal thing. Oh, Tim Curry acts like he's a Muppet while Michael Caine acts like the Muppets are human. Interesting. I don't remember that. Any other really pressing comments, questions, or concerns before I head out and film the intro for my YouTube video with my journals, my planners? I don't like Christmas, so I think I have seen the Muppet Christmas Carol, but I don't like Christmas. I'll be back next Thursday, sad boy. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Should I ASMR? Don't be sad. I'll be back next Thursday. First lovely stream of 2024. It is the first stream of 2024. Let me tell you this. If you got some goals, some aspirations in 2024, I felt like I wanted to talk about like New Year's resolutioners or something like that, but nobody here gives a shit about it, so we didn't. What's up, Dance? Happy New Year's to you. OGs, remember? See, that was definitely toxic productivity. That was too much streaming. That was way too much streaming. That was way too much. Now I'm tired. Okay. Don't forget to be responsible for your own gains. Don't be a dick. Control your cock. And I'll see you party people next stream, which will probably be next Thursday. Control it. Control it. Oh, geez, remember the pandemic stream. I tell you what, my lifestyle since the pandemic has not changed. The only thing that changed is that we can go back to Japan for vacation. Other than that, I still don't leave the house, except to go grocery shopping. And Joey still has to go to work because he has a medical job. So my streaming had nothing to do with that. Same, except that you're in school. Look, see? I always was and will continue to be a disgusting house goblin. See you guys later. Thanks for being here. And I forgot to remind everybody, no more than 2 emojis at a time because you will get timed out. And I'm so sorry, Mopar, I think you got timed out. No more than 2 emojis at a time because YouTube hates emojis. Bye. How do I, yes.